Hello and welcome. Today we shall be doing a full moon release pick a card reading, or pick a pile, because there's quite a few under those crystals. Please remember this is a general reading and may not resonate with all of you. The intention of this reading is what we need to release on October the 13th, which is the full hunter's moon. As you know, the full moons are all about releasing what we no longer need, or the negativity, whatever's holding us back. So that's what we're going to be having a look at under these cards, seeing which ones that are maybe bringing through messages of stuff that maybe we didn't realise that we need to let go of. Some of you it might be the residue, some of you it might be like smack bang in your face. You knew you needed to get rid of it, but you just wasn't listening. If any of you would like to contact me to book in for a reading or to see what other services I offer, such as development workshops, you can contact me via my website, by my Facebook page, or my Instagram. All of those details will be in the description box. Of course, I would love it if you could follow me on there as well if you're so drawn to. I'd like you to take a minute, if you could please, and just have a look at the three piles that are in front of you. We have the rose quartz, we also have the amethyst, and we have the lovely opalite heart just here. You can either be drawn to the crystals or you can be drawn to the piles. It doesn't make a difference, but I want you to stick to the one that you pick first, okay? So you've got 1, 2 or 3. So I'm going to give you a second just to have a look. You can pause here if you want. So we have pile 1, which is the rose quartz. Those of you that picked pile 2 or the amethyst, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and see what you guys need to release at this full moon. I'm going to lay the cards down and then I'll have a look at them, see what I'm thinking and feeling with them. And then I'll explain them to you also. So those of you that picked pile 2, straight away I'm realizing that some of you are waiting on some answers. Some of you may be waiting on some sort of documentation or paperwork for something. Some of you, I'm kind of want to go to work, so I think there's some changes for you guys that you're kind of wanting to make these changes, but you're feeling a little bit restricted. So we're going to have a look at what the cards say. Now, I want to go straight to the cow site. I want to see that, you know, there's a lot of busy times around you. I think this is I feel this is work connected. This is something to do with whatever you do day to day. And when I say to people, it's what you do day to day, they're like, but I don't work. And I'm like, yeah, but what do you do day to day? What is it that you do day to day? Because this is what we're talking about. You're doing something daily that is keeping you so busy and active. It could be that you've got a massive family. It could be that you care for somebody else. Whatever it is what you do on the daily that I'm referring to. So it's telling me that there are busy times that are currently around you and you are multitasking. I do feel with you that maybe you are spinning some plates and you are smashing them because you can't keep up. It's saying that you need to take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being this busy. Are you hiding something? Is there a reason that you're keeping yourself busy? Is it a case of, if I'm this busy, then I don't have to deal with this emotion or this thought or this feeling? Ask that to yourself and kind of recognize where it's coming in, because you're also going through a state of deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past experiences and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. Now, as I say this, I do see some of you that picked pile 2 could be dealing with some sort of muscle issues or movement issues, because I feel, as I was looking at this, I was really seeing not a chiropractor, a physiotherapist. So I think some of you that picked pile 2 may be dealing with a physiotherapist or may be needing to see one, because they're bringing that free for me. So there's got to be a reason. Now, I'd like you to really understand your natural beauty and your authenticity, because I think sometimes you that pick pile 2 can not always see yourself for the bright star that you are. You kind of underestimate your values a little bit, and I don't know if you're always the underdog or if you feel that you're always the underdog, but I want you to kind of put yourself as a priority here. So it's saying you need to be yourself as God made you naturally, attractive and lovable inside and out. So I think you guys are going through some emotional healing, some things physically around your body as well, most definitely for you guys. You're very busy, you're keeping yourself busy. I can see by the cards that you guys have been dreaming and you have been having intuitive messages on the path ahead for you. I do feel that some of you have been stopped in your tracks a little bit, and you may be at a crossroads, or you may be actually contemplating what you want from the future. Now, this could be down to this situation that you've got going on, the busyness, the multitasking, the physical aspects that I mentioned as well. So that could be where that bit's coming in. So you do have a fiery climax approaching, which could be with an Aries energy. We've also got the Gemini card in here. Now, I do feel with you, there is a need to kind of understand things on another level. And I think that maybe some of you are either asking the questions to the wrong people, or you're asking the questions that you don't really want the answers to. So I feel with you guys that, you know, there is going to be something coming in for you that you might not like the answer to, but you're going to have to just deal with it and believe that things are going to change. You need to believe in the impossible. I think maybe some of you are thinking that you can't get out of this situation that you find yourselves in, that maybe all this multitasking and this balancing other people's needs has left you feeling a real deep emotional sort of need for healing. But I think that you need to believe in the impossible. You need to understand that things can change, and they do change quite quickly. But I think that you need to be honest with yourself on the path ahead. So this full moon, guys, those of you that pick pile 2, you need to release the need to be so busy. You need to release the need to be doing everything for everybody else and putting yourself literally at the bottom of the pile. You need to release the idea that you need an answer from somebody when really that answer lies deep within. I hope this resonated with you for pile 2. Have a lovely evening. So this is pile 3, and this is for those of you that picked the heart opalite or, you know, if you picked pile 3. We're going to have a look what you guys need to release this full moon. Okay. So, I can see some of you are having a spiritual awakening. Some of you maybe, I'm kind of seeing somebody crossing from one side of the road to the other. So some of you may be stepping away from something that you thought you believed spiritually, religiously, and you're actually stepping onto a new path, and you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure about this. But you need to make sure that you are balancing it. You are really looking at it from both sides. You're not spiritual. Spiritual can mean different things to different people. So it's where it sits with you, where it resonates with you. I'm not here to tell you. I'm here to provoke you to see the answers yourself. Yeah? Everything that I'm speaking about now, you will already know. Your intuition would have been trying to tell you for so long. But it's just a case of whether you was listening or whether you're spiritually awake. You know, things are always put in front of us, but it's whether we see them or not. So you're in a need to balance your spirituality and your practicality. So what it might be is, you know, some of you are being way more spiritual than you are taking care of your physical bodies. Because we are natural, we're light beings inside physical bodies, you know, we're energy inside. Sometimes we can be doing so much spiritual stuff that we forget about our bodies, our physical lives, our day-to-day lifestyle, that we can get so happy that, and then that leaves our body tired and exhausted. And it could be the other way around, that you're not spiritual enough, you're not paying attention to the signs that are right in front of you. So you need to find a balance. You also need to step out of your comfort zone. And I think some of you are trying to hide your spiritual side. Some of you are seeing these signs and you're understanding them a bit more, but you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to come out with it. And it could be even some of you are wondering whether you should come out in any sense. So wherever that sits with you, that one should be resonating. I also would like you to hold your vision, because I think some of you have got an idea of how things should be, but you're not too sure whether they will be. But I think once you find this balance, stepping out of your comfort zone will enable you to see the vision that you really want to happen, the things where you really want to move forward. You need to value your self-worth, because I think with you guys, again, this is very similar to pile 1. You underestimate your value and your worth. You think that everybody else's needs are more important than your own, and they're not. Because at the end of the day, we come here alone and we leave here alone. So you need to put yourself as a priority, because if you don't, nobody else is going to. This one is asking you to find your divine life purpose, and I think this is really connecting in with the spirituality bit there. You need to trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to a full fulfillment. So there you go, guys. What I just said to you about, you know, finding your balance, stepping out of your comfort zone, that is what it's asking. So I think with you, pile 3, you are really going through a spiritual awakening at the moment, or you're halfway through one and you're coming out the other side. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Do you know what? If we was all the same, it would be so boring on another level. So whatever you're going through, pile 3, you're really seeing yourself in a different light. You may be trying to hold on to your past, thinking, oh my God, I've got to stay like this because everybody knows me like this. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what anybody else knows you as. It doesn't matter what anybody expects of you. All that matters is what you want and what you expect of yourself. All you have to answer to is yourself. Okay, so this is letting me know that you guys are definitely going through some sort of awakening, some sort of spiritual changes. And I think with you guys, the message that's coming through is you can't kind of hold on to this any longer. You're gonna have to let it go. Like I know with me, they said they had to break me to make me listen, because I tried to avoid spirit for so long, for so many years. So I think for you guys, it's a case of wake up before we shake you up. So you really need to kind of focus on your vision and moving forward. You're also going to be looking for a great spiritual teacher. Somebody is going to be teaching you and guiding you on your spiritual path, which is wonderful. You also need to enjoy the success and happiness that will come from you stepping into your true light. So all in all, to round this up for you, pile 3, those of you that pick the opalite love heart, opalite is my favourite stone, by the way, I want you guys to know that what you will be releasing this full moon is your old life. You will be releasing who you think you was to become who you truly are. and it looks quite beautiful. So I think, guys, after this full moon, you're going to be feeling a bit different. There's going to be a weight lifted off your shoulders, but you need to go with the flow. You need to trust. I hope this reading has resonated with you. By all means, let me know in the comments if it has. And I shall see you soon for your November Taroscopes. Take care, guys.